there! I'm Eileen. I'm the blogger behind Phoenix Helix, and this week is my 1-year blog anniversary. And so I thought it would be fun to do something a little different and put up a video instead of one of my normal blog posts. I know when some of my favorite bloggers do a little video clip, I feel like I know them better somehow. I feel like they're kind of visiting with me in my home or office, and something about hearing their voice I enjoy. Now, writing is the easiest way for me to communicate, so my blog's always going to be about the writing. But today it's fun to just say hi and thank you for being part of my life for this past year, which has been amazing. I started my blog in the middle of January 2013. I had been on the GAPS diet 6 months in an effort to heal my rheumatoid arthritis, and I had seen enough progress that I had information I wanted to share. And the GAPS diet, if you're not familiar with it, is pretty similar to regular paleo with a few modifications, and it definitely took me out of crisis. When rheumatoid was at its peak in my body, I can't really describe it very well other than to say that it really was terrifying and excruciatingly painful, and the worst experience of my life, bar none. And certainly I had no idea how I could manage to live that way. And I didn't want to take the medication normally prescribed for autoimmune disease, and so I looked for alternatives, and God bless the internet. You know, there were people out there who did the research for me and had already been trying to heal themselves and sharing that information, and I was able to get the knowledge I needed to start healing myself. And the GAPS diet took me out of crisis and took my pain down to a manageable level. I was still flaring though, once in a while, and I still had pain. It was just manageable. So that's when I decided to do the Paleo Autoimmune Protocol. So if you started the Paleo Autoimmune Protocol on January 1st of this year, I can totally relate to what you're going through, because last year at this time I was 2 weeks into the protocol myself. If you ask my husband, I was pretty cranky. I didn't like giving up all those foods. I missed them. I felt like it was really hard. I didn't really understand why I needed to. It was a leap of faith and hope for me that it would work for me, but I hadn't yet been able to prove anything, because you're just starting out, you know, you're just in the elimination phase. And then after keeping all those foods out of my diet for 6 weeks, I started very slowly reintroducing foods, and that's when it all started making sense. That's when my body started communicating really clearly with me about what foods nourished me and what foods were inflammation triggers. And when that happened, it was very easy for me to stay away from the foods that were inflammation triggers, because I don't like pain, and that's how my body responds to those foods. And so yeah, the Paleo Autoimmune Protocol is a powerful way to communicate with your body on a cellular level, really, and learn what it takes to heal you. And so if you're just starting out and it's hard, stick with it. It's totally worth it. On my blog I have a whole series of articles about the autoimmune protocol, including my experience with it. Really good instructions on the reintroduction process, because a lot of people rush that, and that's really important that you don't, because that's really where the communication takes place. That's where you get the information you need. And so anyway, check those articles out, and just know that we've been there, we know what you're going through, we're here to support you, and we really believe that you can heal. And one thing I want to talk about in relation to that too is sometimes you hear overnight success stories on the internet regarding healing through diet, and it's fabulous for people that that happens with, but most of us, it's not like that. It's a slow, step-by-step journey, and it certainly has been for me. I have improved month by month, certainly not overnight. I'm still improving. My pain is 95% gone, which is awesome. I still have 5% pain remaining that I'm hoping to get rid of, and I keep on addressing it through all sorts of different things. It's an ongoing experiment, and it's an act of self-love. to heal. And so if you're struggling or if it's taking longer than you hoped, just know that you're not alone, and just keep on going, and you'll get there. So that's what's happened to me personally in the past year. Professionally, this blog has been awesome. It's given me the opportunity to be part of a community I find amazing. That's all of you, all the blog readers and the other bloggers out there who are sharing in healing through diet and lifestyle. It's so inspiring to be surrounded by so many people taking this path, which, let's face it, is definitely not mainstream. It's not one most people choose. And so to be able to support each other as we do it is so empowering. And I gotta tell you, by the way, all the comments on my blog and on my Facebook page, it means so much to me. Bloggers will always tell you that. It's like the ultimate treat to get home from work and find comments on your blog that people reaching out to you and letting you know what you wrote made a difference. And although we write our blogs to support you, when you communicate with us, it's like we get that support right back, and that's what community is. And so it's a really, really cool thing. So thank you for that. I put up 80 posts in the past year, and you can browse my blog to find them all, but they're everything from things like meditation and the importance of getting out and getting in the sun, to lots of really delicious recipes, including now a weekly autoimmune protocol recipe roundtable I host, where bloggers link up AIP-friendly recipes, and that's great because it can be hard to find recipes that meet the restrictions of the protocol, and so it's really cool to have that resource available. What else has this year been? I am partnered with ChowStalker now, and if you've not gone to chowstalker.com, it's a really cool paleo website where just all sorts of bloggers link up all sorts of recipes, and they have an autoimmune section that I now moderate for them, making sure it meets the protocol, and I add recipes every week, and there are over 300 recipes there, so that's really cool. And a big shout out to Ron and Patty, who own chowstalker.com. They're really great people, and it's fun working with them. And I recently had an article on the Paleo Magazine's website called Introducing the Autoimmune Bloggers, and it was exciting to network with a magazine like that, and it's such a popular article. It's been shared over 3,000 times. It's really striking a chord, and if you want to know about other bloggers who are doing the same thing that I'm doing, check out that article too. And it's just, it's great. It's just so fun. It's really fun blogging. It's really fulfilling. And what's especially nice about it is, you know, I'm on this journey with you. I'm not someone on some kind of high horse telling you what to do, speaking to you from outside the circle at all. I'm very much inside the experience. I'm doing this for myself. And so every article I write, I learn something and continue to benefit from my own research for me, and then it's just a real joy to share that with you. So thank you very much for being part of my community, for visiting my blog, and it'll be fun to see what the next year brings. Bye-bye.